Alright, so the first skip here is Lakitu Skip. Neat thing about this is as long as you are just far enough over on this side of the little railing here, he won't talk to you. As soon as you are too far to the right, he'll come over and he will waste your time. So as long as you're far enough over and you just chain a couple long jumps together, you can skip them. Alright, so we got Bombs Battlefield. This is going to be where our first star is. This one it's pretty straightforward. You just want to do a couple long jumps to get across this bridge here. Nothing fancy. Do another long jump across this gap. This Chain Chomp here, all you want to do is get behind him. There's a pole there. You want to just ground pound it 3 times. Just pay attention to Mario's shadow. You just go around him when he's done attacking. And then you jump on top of it and ground pound it 3 times. You can jump over him. Yeah, that's about it. And he opens the gate for you. Grab the star. Alright, now that we got the first star, we're going to head over into Whomp's Fortress. There's going to be a few stars that we want in here. First one we're going to do is the Whomp at the very top. When you hop into this level, pretty much every time you want to long jump straight onto this tree, and then turn your camera to the left. I usually down C as well, just to back out the camera to see a little better. You want to hold up and then hold A, and then it'll pop you onto this area every single time. You want to do a couple long jumps just to get up to this slope. And pretty important note, you don't really want to move the camera at all. As soon as you get up to this little area here, the camera is going to automatically pan to the left itself. Just to show, I didn't touch the camera, it just automatically does that here. That's just part of the level's feature. You're going to want to do a wall kick off of this area here and get a little bit of a better view. So there's a little triangle right here. You can kind of see the outline of it. You're looking to go right about here in this area. You're looking to wall jump off and get onto this island up here. So you're just looking to do a couple jumps here for a triple jump. So you do 1, 2, 3, and then wall jump off. And then you just do a long jump over here, and you just kill this guy, and it'll give you your first star. You can do a ground pound as he falls, and you'll go through him. Other than that, I'm pretty sure you can figure out the rest. Alright, so we're going to hop back into the level. We're going to go to the same area the Whomp was, at the very top, using the same steps. Long jump onto the tree, hold up, press A, do a couple long jumps up here. We're going to do another triple jump to get up here. And then long jump over. We're going to go to the block at the very bottom of the tower here. We're going to turn the camera. What's really nice is Lakitu has a fixed camera, so it'll always look the same. Go to the very end of this block here, and if you hold left and press A off the wall kick, Mario will always, at least if he doesn't make it up here, if you're a little shy, that's okay, because Mario will still hang off the block, and the block will still raise up. So if you do it a little bit late, that's okay too. You'll hang, doesn't matter. You'll get up here, and you'll grab the star at the very top. Okay, so there's one thing that I wanted to note here. These first 2 stars that we get, try to do them as your last 2 stars, and this is why. So if you choose any star after the second one, when you jump into this tree, and then you go to the very top of it, the owl will come out. And every time you go onto the ground, he will talk to you, and you're going to lose some time. It's not really a huge deal, but if you have to come back into this level a few more times, you're going to have to go through that animation every single time. So you kind of want to avoid that. If you still want to go into that order, just make sure you just choose either star 1 or 2, and then continue going into the next star. So this one here, you're going to want to go to the left instead of the right. All the way over here, you can chain some long jumps together. You want to go down this slope. If you go all the way to the end of this gate here, if you hit C left once, you just want to go to not this brick, but you want to go to this one. You don't want to have this wall hugging animation. You just want to be standing still. You want to hold down, then up to get this cartwheel animation, and then wall jump to the star. You don't even have to hold any directions. You can actually just wall jump and hold A off the wall jump, and you'll grab the star. Alright, back into the level. We're going to want the owl this time. So this time you're going to jump into the tree. He's going to come out, and you're just going to jump back down. Another very, very important note about the owl. I'm just going to make a little save state here. So if you run and jump into the owl, he actually saves your momentum when you let go. So if I do this and I let go, he's going to shoot me forward. Whereas if I just stand still and jump into him, I'm going to fall straight down. Very, very big thing, especially when collecting this star. So we'll go back to the save state here. So you want to make sure you're standing still to jump into him. That way you can fall straight down to make this work every single try. You want to hold right until you see the cage, and then whenever the cage is at the bottom of your screen, you just let go. It's actually pretty straightforward. I'll do it one more time just so you can see. Standing still, holding A when I jump the owl. Hold right, so you're going towards the cage, and you just want the cage to be at the bottom of your screen. And then you let go. And that's it. So we're going to do Blast Away the Wall, but we're going to do it cannonless. I'm just going to select star 1 or 2 just so the owl doesn't come out. You're going to go back up the slope like we normally would, long jump on the tree, turn the camera, hold A, long jump up this thing a couple times. You're just going to go around this piranha plant, go across the bridge to this little thin bridge right here. So I think one of the most important things to note right here is you can kind of see how Mario, he kind of wedges himself up and down on this corner here. So if you look forward and if you tap A, it kind of wedges Mario to the side. That is what you're looking for. You want to be able to tap A and have Mario be wedged. And then you want to hold down to hang onto this edge here. You want to tap A to get up. You want to do one backflip. You're going to want to turn the camera to the left twice. And then you want to punch. And you want to slowly hold down until Mario walks off the ledge to hang. And then you want to fix the camera by either doing left-right or right-left. You just want to make the camera come back into this view. You want to hold up and hold down as he stands up, almost right away. So you want to up and then hold down. And as long as you do those sequences right, he'll hop right into the star. Alright, so we're going to hop into our third stage here. It's a cool mountain. First star we're going to want to grab is in the chimney. It's going to get you to go through a slide, but we're going to skip that slide completely. What we want to do is as soon as we start the slide, I want you to veer right off of it onto the right side here. I'll make a quick save state here, and I'll just show you really quickly. Right off to the right, there's a ramp right here. To avoid fall damage, all you have to do is press the punch button. It'll make you dive, and then you want to do it again when you get to the bottom here. Just avoids the falling damage, and it makes it go a little faster too. And you just get right to the bottom and out the door, and the star will appear, and you just grab the star. Alright, so we're back into the same level here. We're going to get the little penguin on the top here above the chimney. You just want to punch grab him. Pretty easy. And this little spot right here, you just want to walk off this edge here, and Mario will start sliding. He'll slide straight down. I'll make a couple save states as I'm going down just to slow it down a little bit. But you'll slide down, and you can kind of see me right there. I'm sliding down this big white slide here. You're going to come off of this ledge right here. It's going to happen very quickly. You want to come off this ledge here onto that green one, and he's going to start sliding down that as well. Very, very important note. You don't have to jump at all. You actually don't want to. You don't want to jump. When you get to the end of this green slide, Mario will just kind of sort of ramp off of it. There's no jumping at all. He just kind of ramps right off of it. Right down to this bottom penguin here, and the star will appear. And grab the star. Alright, so we're going to hop back in for the third star in this level. You want to turn the camera to the left, and you want to jump straight off it holding down. Pretty important note here. If you're holding down the whole time, Mario will do a dive. You don't want him to dive, you just want to do a kick. So if you just hold back the opposite way that you're going and then press the punch button, he'll do a kick, and that's kind of what you're looking for. You want to delay the kick until you're just near the platform. If you don't, Mario will just sink into it. You lose a little bit of time until he comes back out. So you just want to kick right before it hits, and then you're going to do the same thing to this one. This little slope right here, you want to just avoid sliding on that slope, so you're going to have to jump a little bit earlier. If you do, you can't kick anymore. Mario will just slide off, and you will die. So just jump, do the same thing, hold back, and kick right before you're about to hit. Head towards this way, do a little side flip up here, and do a triple jump at this edge, and wall kick. Then you can long jump over. Neat thing about a long jump, if you don't hold any directions when you land, he just lands in that place. He doesn't slide, even on ice. And then you grab the star. Alright, Dark World, first Bowser level. Grab the key to go downstairs. This level really kind of just boils down to just getting better with movement. But I'll show you the couple spots here where you can save a little bit of time. So this first ramp right here, triple jumping in this game, if you do your triple jump on the slope, it'll still go off. If you try to do any other jump, you can't chain your jumps together anymore. It has to be a triple jump on this slope. It'll just save you a little bit of time from going all the way around. You just chain some long jumps together. Long jump over this, and then you can long jump this way. It'll save you a little bit of time. Go across these bridges. And then same thing applies here. You don't have to hit the button. You can just make sure your triple jump lands on the slope. So you do a single, double, and then triple on the slope. And you can skip that part. Go on the pipe. You can kill Bowser, grab the first key, and head on to the next area. Alright, so now that we're in the basement, first level we're going to do is in here. It is Shifting Sandlands. There's only one star in here, but it's probably arguably one of the easiest stars to get. Just to quickly show, the first star is up in that pyramid there. So what we're going to do to skip going all the way around, we're going to come over to here. You can see these little shadow marks here. I typically follow this one right here. So that triple jump that we were saying earlier, you do the same thing here. So your double jump needs to land on the ground right before the slope right here, and then your triple on the slope, and then you do a dive. And then you're on this side here. And then same thing on this slope here. Same thing. Double here, triple on the slope, and grab the star. So we'll hop into the next level here, which is Lethal Lava Land. This one's also a pretty simple one. All you have to do is turn your camera to the right, and you want to long jump over here. You want to burn your butt and land right over in this platform here. Long jump, burn and land, and then you're just going to long jump over to these red coins as well, and you just want to collect all of them. And then grab the star. Alright, come back into the same level here. We're going to kill the bully on the other side of the stage here. Starts out relatively the same as the other one. You jump straight forward, burn your butt, land on this platform here. We're going to long jump on to this area. We're going to jump down to this little spinning guy, and then we're going to long jump over there. The bully is standing on this thing over here. Before I land on here, there's one thing I want to note. You don't have to punch the bully. You can just jump into him. As long as you're falling into him, you'll push him rather than him pushing you. So I'll just show you. You just jump into him. And then star will pop out. Stairs will show up there. You just jump up the stairs, grab the star. Okay. After you finish this level, you want to head to the right here towards your next level. Before you go into this pool here, you just want to talk to this toad. It will give you a free star. So I guess this is probably the easiest star that you will get in this run. As soon as you grab that guy, you just jump into the next level. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to note in this level here is, as the level starts, you want to hit right C and hold up as Mario is falling into the level. So I'll just quickly show you what that looks like. Right C, hold up, and this is the angle you're looking for. You want to just do a long jump. You just chain long jumps until you get to the door here. That's kind of how it starts. And then the star we're looking for, it's kind of hidden behind that coin, but it's right up here. What you want to do is you want to walk straight off this edge, and as you fall off the edge, you just want to turn your camera to the right, and it'll look like this. So that's what you're looking for, and it gives you this little angle, so when you do a jump, you can do your triple off of here. So you fall off, turn the camera to the right, you do a double, and your triple off of here to do a wall kick. 1, 2, 3. And then the star's right up here. Alright, we're going to hop back into this level one more time. Same thing, see right, hold up, do a few long jumps. We'll go through the door, and this time what we're going to do is we're actually just going to long jump straight forward. We're just going to chain a few long jumps together right at the very edge of this little platform here. Right here, start your long jumps, and you just chain them all together. You want to come all the way over here. Walk to the side, don't go through the door. What you're going to want to do is just a couple wall jumps up here. And it's on this side here, and you just grab the star. Alright, so now that we have 15 stars, the bunny will appear right here. The way he works is that he's always going to run in the opposite direction that you're going. So if I go to the right of him here, he's going to run to the left, like this. And the same thing applies if I go to the left, he's just going to go the other way. So you want him to go towards this hallway over here. You want him to go all the way to the end, which he will. And then when he gets here, you're going to use this slope to your advantage here. So I'm just going to line myself up here. So you want to go like right to the right of this fire here. And all you want to do is you want to do a cartwheel and then dive and just let Mario just slide into him. He'll always jump into your arms there. You do that, and you don't need to grab this star. Alright, so we got Mr. Bunny here. What we're going to want to do now is head back towards this door, and then we can get our setup for Mips Clip. It is a lot easier than it looks. All you want is to be on a slight right angle towards the door, so that when you're running into the door, Mario will kind of like slide to the right. That's what you're looking for. You don't want to have it too angled, because then, well, I'll just show you later. But you want to make it so Mario is slowly sliding to the right, and you can see his shadow under you here. So what you're actually looking to do is you want to walk really slowly towards the door until that shadow disappears, and then you just stop. All you do is stop, stand still, don't click any other buttons. You want to crouch, and that'll put you towards the door. You want to hold crouch this whole time. You want to look towards Mips. You want to stand back up and then punch him. and then you want to run towards the door and jump. And that's it. That's how you pop through the door. Just two things I want to note really quickly with this. If you try and drop them a little too early, you just won't go through the door. That's right, you just grab them, do it again. If you go a little too far when the shadow disappears, you'll still go through, but if you try to grab them, you just can't. Not really a big deal. You can just try again. But that usually only happens if you go a little too far. One more quick little thing. If your angle is a little bit too far to the right, when you get close enough, if you tap up, you can kind of see how the shadow just like appears and disappears. That just means your angle is a little bit too far to the right. It just won't work. You just have to reline up the angle again. Alright, so now that we have Mips through the first door, we're going to do the exact same thing to get through this door as well. The same way, you just have a very, very slight right angle, and as soon as that shadow disappears, you just crouch. And you don't have to do anything fancy here. That's it. And you're through. Alright, Dire Docks would be the next level. You do need to get the first star in order to get into Bowser's Fire Sea. Alright, now that we've made ourselves all the way over here, you just want to go right up against this guy, and you want to hold down and hit A. You want to turn your camera so it's facing this way, and you want to do that same triple jump. This slope here is one of those ones that you can't stand on. It'll just make you slide off and you'll go back into the water. So you want to do just a single and double jump on here, and then do a triple on there. And then the star is just right around this little fin here. Alright, so we got the second Bowser level here. These Bowser levels really do just come down to learning better movement. But this will just kind of be like a baseline of like just an easier way of getting through the level. Just long jump and burn yourself twice here. Skip all that area. Alright, now that we have the second key, we can go upstairs and through the door. We can't go back out the door we came in with Mips because you need 30 stars to get through it, so you come back in this stage. If you just hit start and exit course, it'll bring you to the lobby, and you make your way through the door, upstairs, and we will start the BLJ section of the run. Which are these stairs right here. Alright, so now that we're here, I'm not going to touch too much onto these BLJs, but essentially what you want to do is you want to do a backwards long jump up this slope here and through the door. You're going to long jump facing towards the camera and go backwards, and essentially what you want to do is you want to hold towards the door and you want to mash A, not too fast, but on a nice steady even pace, and Mario will clip into the stairs and you'll just continually building up speed going backwards, and he'll fly through the door just like that. You're basically just going to want to follow the same steps going through this door here as well, the endless stairs. You're just going to turn around, long jump, hold towards the stairs, and you basically just mash the button until Mario gets stuck, and through the door.